It is so good to hear everyone dialing in. As the line opened up, you can really dial. The call starts at 11 o'clock, but of course you can dial in early to sit there and wait until we get ready to get started. But, it's always good to dial in early because you just might catch someone sharing a testimony in regards to that product, and it happens every time. And it was such a great story taking place this morning. I didn't want to mute the lineup. I just wanted them to keep one. I believe it was Allison and Renetta, and they were just, freely talking about the vitamin sprays and the effect of them. And that's what's happening. You begin to stand around the corner, and you're catching people talking about the vitamin sprays. I understand that Mr. Paul Jackson was having a conversation the other day in regards to the vitamin sprays and the opportunity that it offers and ground floor level, and he was saying all the key words to success. Someone overheard the conversation and said, "Excuse me, but I'm really interested in what you're talking about." And they were listening in on his conversation, but they were interested in what he had to offer. They exchanged information, they connected, and he's going to introduce her to the business. And that's what's happening here. We are at a point where we really have something in our hands that is already in demand. I don't think the medical industry really wants us to find out, particularly about vitamin D. All the things that we have researched and discovered since we have been introduced to the importance of vitamin D has been incredible. And I'm just so thankful. I'm learning so much about my own health and what I'm lacking as far as nutrition goes and how important it is to the body. So very, very important. So we have these six sprays. Right now, currently, 5 amazing vitamin sprays. We have the vitamin D, the vitamin D3, which is essential for your health. It's almost a lot of different diseases and conditions are linked to vitamin D deficiency. And you can Google vitamin D if you want to learn more about the importance of vitamin D in the body. Just Google it. Dr. Oz is talking about vitamin D. A lot of doctors and scientists are talking about the importance of vitamin D. Our very own Anita Poole brings us spectacular information in regards to the vitamin sprays, as well as Mr. Martin Brown. And we'll have them on one day, hopefully this week or next week, just to break down the importance of the sprays and how they work in the body. Then we have the vitamin B12. B12, very, very important in the body, one of the largest vitamins in the body. And I was so amazed to discover, because there's been just such a wide range of teenage depression, more so than it has been in the past lately. And I was so amazed to find out that they treat teenage depression by using vitamin B12. So vitamin B12, of course, is used for many, many other things, but that really just kind of gave me an eye-opener to know that our children are deficient in these vitamins. And also, I think it was Melissa Honeybee who shared on the call one day last week that they do not check the vitamin D levels in our children because it's not covered by the insurance company. And I thought, how sad, your child will be vitamin D deficient, and because the doctors do not check their levels, you'll never know that because the insurance company won't cover the cost of that. So I would encourage you to have your children's levels, your vitamin D level and the B12 level checked, just to make sure they're not deficient in those areas. Then we have the Super 10. I love the Super 10. It detoxifies the body. It's filled with all the superfoods, and it does wonders for the body. And we have the Slim by 10. So many testimonies on the Slim by 10. We have Carlita Washington, of course, of Texas. She has lost 75 pounds using our Slim by 10. We have Bishop Hemphill, who's in Fort Washington, Maryland, who has lost 60 pounds using our Slim by 10. We have Jesse Bowden's sister using the Cynthia using the Slim by 10, who has lost 50 pounds using our Slim by 10. So our products say I work. They do work, and they're very good for the body, very, very necessary for the body. And we're all waiting very patiently on our new spray. The latest spray is Cell Energy. And we're just all anticipating getting our hands on that spray right there. We know that it's going to be released this month. I haven't gotten a date pinpointed on when we can go into our back office to order it. But we do know it's going to be awarded first to those who purchase their ticket for the May 17th 10 University. And May 17th, there is a big event taking place in San Francisco at Treasure Island. And those who purchase at least 3 or more tickets for that event will be the first ones to receive a state promotion package of our Cell Energy Spray. So that is something that we're excited about, something that we're looking forward to something that we are waiting to get our hands on, something that customers are already asking for. Well, I want to thank you for down into the Team Up and Lifestyle Call again. My business partner, Pastor Del Wayford, is out there doing some things. He's meeting with people and closing deals and just getting ready for the big event that we have coming up this coming Saturday. So I do hope that you all have planned to be here with us from the East Coast, because the next big event for Ken is taking place this coming Saturday, March the 15th, at the Gaylord National Harbor here in our nation's capital. You're going to want to be there. Reach out to myself or Pastor Del to get information if you do not have it. But I do want to give you the number to Maureen Smith. If you plan on staying at the Gaylord or one of the surrounding resorts, you can call Maureen Smith and she will help you to get situated there. And I'm going to give you her number, which is 703-989-6254. 703-989-6254. Okay, now, we have a young lady. Now, Renetta, I know we have Renetta Hall on the call today from Haywood, California. I know there's going to be a few others that are going to join you. And I did hear Greg chime in at the end, so I'm not sure if we're going with our plan with having you to share your testimony, or we're going to bring Donald and Greg on as well.
Okay, can you hear me? This is Renetta.
I can. Hi, Rena. How are you?
Excited. Yeah, we're going to talk about Reno on another occasion, but today I'll just give my testimony. That's all right.
Well, good.
Okay, many people have been waiting for a follow-up. I'm the one that called in about my mother. My mother has been diagnosed with dementia. Many people know about that. That's, I guess, a cousin to Alzheimer's. And it's been just an emotional roller coaster watching her, the mental decline, over the months and over the period of time. And I have been praying for, God to touch my mother because she's helped so many people. Every time I tell this testimony, I end up crying, and I got everybody else crying. So today I'm going to try to tell it just without getting so emotional. But just, watching what was happening, and she'd just be staring into this outer space and where am, not where am I, but what's happening to me. But anyway, I always want to say this, that I had been looking at Dr. Oz and reading books and what have you, finding about foods that will help improve the brain. So I'd be giving her coconut oil, fish oil, walnuts, blueberries, and, trying to change her diet. And then I started to give her our sprays. And she doesn't need the Slim because she's already slim, but I would give her the B Boost. Now, I want you to know she was getting B12 shots from the doctor, and that was costing $25 a shot. And but it really still didn't do that much. And her memory pills, I had taken her off of those because it looked like she was getting worse with the memory pills that the doctor was giving. I'm like, we're not doing that. Okay, so then I started giving her the D-Boost and our D-Power and the Super 10. And I'm telling you, that first week of taking those vitamins, Mom started to improve. She's not 100%, but I saw improvement. She started remembering more things. And before 3 weeks was up, Mom was able, she would go around the corner of the household where she lived for 47 years. She would go around the corner and didn't even know where she was. And I had Mother, I said, one day, let's go for a walk, Mom, from the church, from your house to the church, and that's about 5 blocks. Mother led the way to the church all the way. Wow. I didn't have to tell her how to get there. She came back. She went a different route, which was still a perfectly good route, and I've just been so excited. She, as I said, she filled out a tithe envelope, and she wrote her entire name, complete with her address, and I think she was trying to write her zip code, too, and my husband said, no, you don't have to write anymore on the envelope, and I was just so excited, and I've been excited. Now, we went out of town to Reno for a couple of days to support Greg Rodnack, one of our awesome team members. We went to help him launch, along with Memo and with Don Joseph and some other team members. So I didn't follow the regiment that I had for Mom was not followed while I was gone. It was partially followed. When I got back on Sunday, last Sunday, she was kind of spacey or what have you. So I went in and right away I started to follow my regimen again. And I gave her the sprays. God be my witness. Within 10 minutes, she started to come out of the fog. She started coming out of the fog, and I was praising God again. And I'm just so grateful for these products, because it's all natural, and it's here for us. And I just encourage everyone, to do the sprays.
Renee, I want to ask you two things. And Anita Poole, I know you're on with us today, so can you bring us some information in regards to dementia and the sprays? And while you're doing that, Renata, can you tell us, when was your mother diagnosed with dementia?
It's been a little over a year now.
Okay. And so she was being treated by
a doctor, yeah. And we had noticed, she constantly repeats herself, and she was calling me. As time would go by, she would be calling me all day long, just, what time is it? What day is it? And asking the same questions. She doesn't call me about once a day. And my parents, mother's 85, dad is 90, and they insist on being independent. Okay, if anybody wonders why I'm not there, because they won't let me stay there. And like I said, what I see with the vitamin sprays and what God is doing in her life is just it's tremendous. I'm so excited. Keep on doing it.
That has got to be exciting when you see a loved one that is suffering with something, and you don't really know what to do. And then now we have these vitamin sprays, and we keep getting these wonderful testimonies, particularly in conditions where the doctors really don't know how to treat it or what to do with it. I'm always reminded of a business partner we have in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Her name is Forrest. And Forrest she lived actually 39 years with vertigo. She literally, suffered that for 39 years. And the doctors had pretty much said there was nothing more that they could do. In just a few months of taking the vitamin D, she's taken the vitamin D power. And the vertigo is just gone. It's just, even to this day, she's not dealing with that. And it just amazes me. Just a few months after taking the sprays, these conditions and the aches and pains in the body are just diminished. And it's a wonderful story to hear about you, talk about your mom dealing with that, and now she's doing better, writing her name in an envelopes, and not having to take those shots, those injections, and not having to take those pills. I know you as a daughter have really got to feel on top of the world right about now.
I do.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for sharing your story with us. And Anita Poole, I know you're on with me today. Are you there, Anita?
Yes, I'm here, Denise. Can you hear me okay?
I can, Anita. You know what I love to do is kind of go through our sprays and just kind of share with everyone what you can in regards to the sprays and how well they are to the body.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have 4 absolutely wonderful, incredible sprays with a 5th one about to come out. So it's extremely exciting, and the company is called Team Effort Network, shortened to TEN, 10, because we're going to have 10 products. And the thing about this company, 2 really, really big things to really, really grasp and get across to people. What is it that's different about 10? We have something that no one else on the planet, no other company has, full stop. And it's 3 main things. One is no one has all of these products, and we have 4 at the moment with the 5th about to come out, and nobody has all those at all. So can you imagine when we've got 10 products, it's even better. So that's absolutely unique. The second thing to grasp is that all the products that we have are oral spray products so far. If it's likely that the 10 will be oral spray products. Now, the delivery of them means you spray them in the mouth, and therefore the absorption is much, much higher than if you take a tablet, a shake, a pill, a capsule, etc. And the reason is because it's in the right formulation that the body needs. It's in the natural formulation that the body needs. So where the body recognizes, this is what I know, this is what I can use, and it goes straight into where it's needed in the body. You spray it in your mouth, it goes through what's called the buccal mucosa. Buccal means cheek. The mucosa of the cheek, mucosa means lining. The lining of the cheek, if you just sort of touch from your tongue to the inside of your cheek, it's very, very soft. It's very, very fleshy. And the reason is it's got lots and lots of blood vessels there. And the actual barrier across the membrane is very, very, very thin. That's why it feels so soft. So the ingredients go straight from the spray, straight through the mucosa, passes easily, goes straight into the blood capillaries there. From the capillaries, it goes into larger blood vessels, and those larger blood vessels take it all the way around the body. So what I'm describing is this is natural formulation, the ingredients, it's in the right form that the body needs, and it gets into where it needs to go, particularly the bloodstream, and from the bloodstream is the transport system of the body, it goes to every single organ and cell that it's needed. So it's a 90% absorption compared to only 10% of a pill, tablet, shake. Anything that goes through your stomach when you swallow it is only really a 10% absorption. So this is absolutely fantastic. And the third thing is it doesn't stop there. This has an incredible, in fact, the best binary pay plan on the planet. And I can say that confidently because I have never seen anything. If anyone knows anything better, yeah, fine, show me. But you won't have this company, these owners, these products, this future, a second division, a established 11-year company, which is visionary, that is even going to bring out more divisions as well. So, highest paying pay plan, highest delivery absorption system, unique revolutionary products. It doesn't get any better than this. Products don't get better than this. A way of making money doesn't get better than this. Lifetime income, generational income this can give. So, very quickly, the products. We have a B boost, B vitamins, B3, B6, B12, easy to remember. 3 times 2 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, 2 is the binary pay plan. So, B3, B6, B12, these are very, very important for neuromuscular function. That's your transmission in your nerves and in your muscles. Very, very important for energy and for lots and lots of other functions as well in the body. The second product, D-Power, vitamin D3. D3 you get only from sunshine. Very, very, very few foods contain D3, and it certainly isn't enough to get the right blood level of D3. So the only source is sunshine, and most people, it's actually between 1/3 and 2/3, depending on where you live, most people, a majority of the population is actually low or deficient in D3. And the reason is because either they get too little sunshine, or they lead a very sedentary life, or they're at the computer or gaming all of the time, or they've got too much sunscreen on them, or they just don't go out and have enough fresh air. So there's lots and lots of different reasons. So we've got a huge, huge market on D3, as well as a lot of research has shown that many, many disorders benefit from improving their level of D3, even if they're not deficient, just raising the level to a higher range of the normal level. Plus, there's this huge population that are deficient in D3 in every single continent, and we are going to be a worldwide company. In fact, we are already, the parent company is worldwide, used to delivering video communication products, which is our first division, worldwide. They already know exactly how to enter every single market in the world. So we're starting off with the USA, started also in Dubai, shortly opening in the Philippines, shortly opening in Mexico, and, opening around the world after that, basically. So, back to D3, very, very important. We are hearing loads and loads of testimonies from people with various illnesses, particularly inflammatory types of illnesses or autoimmune types of illnesses like asthma, eczema, psoriasis, cardiovascular disorders like high blood pressure, even people with cancer, myself with fibromyalgia, lots and lots of disorders. Now, we don't claim to treat, prevent, or cure, but we do know without a shadow of a doubt, having used these products for several months, we know people are benefiting tremendously. A person like myself, I've tried lots of different things. There's no treatment for fibromyalgia. I have found nothing that helps me until I took these TEN sprays, and it helped me remarkably. Denise, who you've heard on the phone, she nearly had to have a lung transplant for her asthma. Inhalers, she got to the end of how many inhalers and medications she could take, really. She started the sprays. The sprays made all the difference. She's off her inhalers. She's off many medications. She doesn't have to have a lung transplant. And we have countless testimonies. So, D3, very, very important. Then there is the Slim by 10, a very, very apt name. It is it's a metabolic product, and it helps with weight loss. And the way in which it helps helps to get the appetite under control, decrease the appetite, decrease the sugar cravings, help to burn fat and carbohydrates to energy, very, very important. Particularly helps with belly fat, which is very, very difficult to lose. And myself, I'm not grossly overweight, but through illness, I actually did go through a patch of being very, very immobile and very, very low in energy. And, of course, my metabolic rate went down half of what it should be, and therefore I continuously on a daily basis was putting on weight, even though I was having a healthy diet. I took Slim by 10. Within 2 months, I'd lost 2 stone. It was dramatic. Every time I walk anywhere, everybody says, "My goodness, how did you do that?" I take out the spray. Of course, they want it. So, these are easy products to talk about, easy products to market. So, absolutely fantastic. And there are lots and lots of people on the calls nearly every day who are telling us all about, how much better they feel, how much weight they've lost, how much less pain they're in, how much more mobile they are, how much more flexible they are, how much better their blood readings are. It's absolutely phenomenal. So, and in fact, that Slim by 10, it has 5 very, very powerful ingredients, and they are all natural, all from herbs, plants, that sort of thing. And, of course, you spray it in your mouth and your body thinks, whoa, wow, I could do with this, because it recognizes it, because it's natural. So absolutely fantastic. The 4th product is absolutely incredible as well. Each of these products is unique. Each of these products is absolutely amazing. So it's called Super 10, and it really is super. It's packed with super berries, antioxidants, and ionic minerals. That's key. The word ionic is very, very key. It means it's charged in the form that the body recognizes to use and to transfer through the membranes to the organs in a very, very efficient, good manner. So the cells recognize it easily, and the cells use the minerals easily. So that's absolutely fantastic. Plus, the antioxidants are absolutely key. Oxidation is a rusting process, and it actually occurs in your body. It's not something that you want. It's something that causes illness and causes pain and inflammation and many of the things that the body doesn't need. So just like a car rusts, our body virtually, in inverted commas, rusts as well. The causes of oxidation are things like stress, pollution, poor diet, poor lifestyle, less exercise, illnesses, inflammation, pesticides. There are many, many different causes of oxidation. So you can tell from that list, most people have at least one of those processes going on. And even if they're very fit, they still have oxidation going on, because when you exercise, you're producing some free radicals. normally the body's able to mop them up very quickly, but actually if you want super fitness, you're always interested in getting rid of those free radicals, getting rid of the toxins, so your body can recharge, repower as soon as possible, so you can exercise more and stretch yourself more. So Super 10 is absolutely fantastic, whether it's somebody with illness, stress, inflammation, high free radicals, or whether it's a really, really fit person who actually wants to get fitter. There's a massive market out there. And that moves me on to our fifth product, because those four are absolutely amazing. Our fifth product is just as amazing. It is going to be called Cell Energy, and it has some absolutely incredible products in it that the body will recognize well and the body will use well in order to help the body produce energy at the cellular level. And the cellular level is really, really important, because once it's at the cellular level, that's the deepest level. The biochemical cellular level is one of the deepest levels. And obviously every single organ, every single tissue in the body is made up of cells. So when you have something in your hands that the body recognizes as cellular level, you have a fortune in your hands. This product has glutathione, resveratrol, and other two very powerful ingredients, alpha-lipoic acid and natural caffeine in it. Yeah, that's right. Now, if there's anyone on this call who's a fitness guru, you will know those names. If you speak to anyone who really knows their fitness, they know those names. People are taking those sorts of things in pills. Can you imagine, folks? We are going to have it in a spray with a 90% absorption rate. All four of them in one spray with other powerful ingredients as well. This is fantastic for people who are personal trainers, who are, want to get the best out of themselves, for fitness, for bodybuilders, for athletes, plus anyone with any kind of illness usually suffers from a type of fatigue. It's what an illness causes. But there are particular disorders that have gross fatigue, and this is going to be absolutely amazing. Plus, it helps at many, many different levels. It helps to regulate blood sugar. These ingredients help with inflammation. They help fight viruses. They help fight cancer. They help the immune system. There are, I won't list all the disorders, but there are many, many, many illnesses this is going to help as well. And again, we don't claim to treat, cure, or prevent, but we do know all four products so far have been helping people with illnesses and to get fitter. We know this is as well. So, those are the five products, folks. Back to you, Denise.
Anita, thank you so very much for that. I do appreciate that, but I want you to explain one thing quickly, because I'm hearing lately, more so than I want to, that the how to take the sprays. I have a couple of, I had one TTT I did one Saturday that I did, and there was a gentleman that was taking the Sun by 10, but he was just spraying it in his mouth, down his throat. He said, it just tastes so good, it tastes like candy, but he was not taking it properly. But just explain the way that you are supposed to spray these sprays in your mouth. I want everyone to really understand it, because it's very, very important. I think someone even said this morning that they didn't know that they were supposed to take it that way.
Absolutely. It's a great question, and it's one I've been asked with from people I've either handed some sprays to, or they've joined and been using the sprays. So some people spray under their tongue, which is called sublingual. Lingua is your tongue, so sub is underneath, sublingually, under their tongue. Some people on the inside of their cheek, some people just anywhere in the mouth. As long as you're spraying it in your mouth, that is the important thing. It doesn't matter too much where exactly in your mouth you're spraying, so you don't need to be too technical. But what does matter is you don't want to swallow it quickly, because once you're swallowing it quickly, you're just putting it through your digestive system. So this is not, a specific recommendation. It's not written on the tubes. because obviously it is a matter of preference. But I can tell you what I do, because I know this is a product that the whole point of it is that it gets absorbed through the lining of the mouth, the mucosa of the mouth, and you want it to get into your bloodstream. And obviously everybody wants value for money, so how do you get the most value for the money that you've spent on it? You try and absorb as much product as possible. And as these are natural products, you know you're absorbing something naturally into the body, so even better. So what I do is I don't take it before I'm speaking or immediately before I eat or drink. That way I can keep it in my mouth for longer. I take it about 5 minutes before I'm going to speak or use my mouth in some way. And that way I spray it. I actually spray it on the inside of my cheek, and I'll come to why. And I just keep it in there. It's a lovely, lovely taste. I've really, I love the taste. So it's absolutely great to do. I just spray it in, however many squirts, you decide that you're going to take, and I'll tell you what I do. And I just keep it in my mouth. About 5 minutes later, whatever is left, and you will find anything that goes in your mouth, your body naturally produces the enzymes and the saliva in your mouth. So you'll find your mouth sort of wells up a little bit. So, after 5 minutes, you'll need to swallow. That's when I swallow. So that way I know what's in my bloodstream is the highest dose that it can be in terms of getting the most out of every spray. Now, the reason why I spray it on the inside of my cheek and not under my tongue is because I've been using these sprays, all 4 of them, for several months. And I anticipate I'm coming towards the end of needing to use the Slim by 10. I'm actually now down from 10 stone to just under 8 stone, and I don't think that I need to lose any more. So I probably will stop taking the Slim by 10, maybe take a few squirts, because it's actually got an ingredient that's incredible in it. Carulima fimbriata actually helps to build muscle, and that's something I want to do. So I might continue taking just 1 or 2 puffs in the day. I'll just see how it goes. So because I'm taking the Slim by 10, and this is important because I double-checked this with the company, the Slim by 10 does need to be taken about 10 minutes before you eat. Try not to have it immediately before you eat, because you want the ingredients in your bloodstream before you eat so that it can do its job. So because I take all the the Slim by 10 minutes before I eat, I therefore take all my sprays at exactly the same time. That way, I remember to take them at the right time. And that is one of the things that we do need to educate people on. Because some people do buy the sprays and then they say, because it's a new routine to get into, next time you ask them, how are you doing with that? They say, I keep forgetting to take it. So what I say to people, put your sprays in the kitchen so that when you walk in to get your dinner ready or whatever it is, you see the sprays first and you remember to take it 10 minutes before, and certainly keep it by the door as well, or keep it by your bag, so that everywhere you go, you take your sprays with you. When you're out, you'll never miss a spray. Plus, the important thing is you'll be spraying in public, and somebody will ask you, what is that? What are you doing? That's a door to have a conversation, basically. And anyone who asks you about them, you've got the sprays, you can take them out, you can talk to them, you can show them how you spray, basically. So I take all my sprays 10 minutes before I eat. And what I do also, one of the key things with weight loss is it is better, and in fact it's better for your metabolism, rather than have 3 big meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it's actually better to have 4 to 6 smaller meals a day. That way you're keeping your blood sugar constant, you're keeping the ingredients that the food has given you in your blood and body constant, and you're not overloading your stomach so that it gets used to larger meals. It's much, much better for health and fitness and metabolism, whether you're an athlete or whether you're somebody who's ill or somebody, the average person. Everyone, 4 to 6 meals is actually the healthiest thing. that ties in with the TEN sprays absolutely fantastically. The Slim by 10 dose is 8 sprays a day. What I do is I spread them out through the day to keep the blood level constant. So I have 4 meals a day with a few snacks in between, and therefore I take 2 sprays 4 times a day, the Slim by 10, 10 minutes before I eat, and therefore I take all my other sprays at the same time, spread out through the day. So, for example, the Super 10 and the B Boost is also 8 sprays a day. I spread them out and I take 2 sprays 4 times a day. At the same time, I take my Slim by 10. The D Power, the dose is 5 sprays a day. If you're taking that dosage, I am vitamin D deficient and I need to get my blood level a bit higher. It is already has gone higher since I began taking it, even though 2 years of D3 tablets did not work for me. A few months of D Power spray has already got my blood level up, and I want to get it right to the highest level of the normal range. I don't want to go over that, but I want to get it to the highest level of the normal range. So I'm taking a bit more than 5 sprays a day, so I therefore take 2 sprays of the D Power 4 times a day as well. The dosage is actually 5 sprays, so you may want to just, do 1 puff if you're taking the normal dose, 1 puff 5 times a day, or 1 puff 4 times a day and 1 extra. Incidentally, if I'm having a snack, I usually just do 1 puff of each of them before the snack as well. So, does that make sense, Denise?
It does, and I think I know that Anita, I know that taking the sprays in the jar is a recommended way of taking it, but also under the tongue as well. And I'm telling you what I like about taking it when you spray it under the tongue. When you lift up the center of your tongue, you get that fine, that mist. So you get the mist that gets to go and kind of pretty much saturates your mouth, and then you can, like you said, hold it there, close your mouth, hold it, and then just let it absorb. And then, after a nice little time, go ahead and swallow. So thank you for that. But you know what? You did say something about the Slim by 10 that I did not know, and that there's the ingredient that's in the Slim by 10 that helps to build muscle. I didn't know that. Thank you.
Yeah, that Slim by 10 is an amazing product because it's not just a slimming product. It can do many other different things. And, exactly as you encourage, Denise, you take any of those ingredients and you Google any of those ingredients or put that ingredient in YouTube, a whole load of videos would come up, a whole load of articles would come up, and you can see that it does much, much more than only slimming. But obviously the Slim by 10 is mainly aimed at people who want to improve their metabolism and lose some weight. Incidentally, the difference between sublingual, under the tongue, and on the buccal mucosa, on the cheek. The reason why I do on the cheek is because I'm going to be using these products. I anticipate the D-Power, the B-Boost, the Super 10, I will probably take for the rest of my life. They have been so powerful for me. When the cell energy comes out, I anticipate probably doing that. Can you imagine the person who recruited me is getting the point, has got the cycling, and knows it will probably be for a lifetime? That is the power of this binary pay plan, folks. It is absolutely incredible. You're being paid not only on the people that you recruit, but all the people that join after you. So, sublingual versus buccal. Under the tongue, you have, if you literally just open your mouth and look in the mirror under your tongue, you'll see that you can almost see the blood vessels. They are very, very, very close to the lining, and they are packed with blood vessels. It's quite a sensitive area, and therefore, because I know I'm probably going to be taking these things for a lifetime, just in case that area gets a bit sensitive, that's why I do it on the buccal mucosa. But really, folks, there's no right or wrong. It's a personal choice. I have made a video on how to take the products. If you like, Denise, I'll post that video that I posted onto my web show into the Tenacious group.
Yes, I would love that. That'd be perfect. It's always good for people to see it as well as hear it. So, Anita, we would really, really appreciate that. Well, you have given us a wealth of information today. Thank you so very much. You are so appreciated. Anita Poole from the UK, thank you. And thank you, Vanetta Hall, for sharing your testimony. And praise God for your mom and her memory and how the vitamins are helping her with dementia. That is such a wonderful, heartfelt testimony to hear. So we're just cheering for you and your mom, Vanetta. Thank you so much. We're going to reach out to Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. Kevin Vaughn, do you have our quote for today, sir?
Amen. Can you hear me, Pastor? Wow.
Yes,
what a
sir, we
great
can.
day. Oh,
yes,
man. Pastor
yes.
Denise, oh, man, incredible. Anita Poole, thank you so much for your awesome wisdom and information. And good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to everybody on the call all around the world. Hope you're all excited about what Mel and Amy Gill have put together for us. I tell you, I just got, this is amazing. It's just amazing the position, Pastor Denise, that we're in. Wow. You know, one thing real quickly before I get to the two quotes for today, as the theme's going to be winning or winners. You know, you put something up today, Pastor Denise, about winning, about being a winner. So I just want to break that down real quickly, ladies and gentlemen. The word winner is, we're going to break that down real quickly for you. First of all, the W is for worth. You are worth it, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. Mm-hmm. You are worth winning this particular part of our life, which is the business of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, the I is for insight. You now have enough information, Pastor. They got enough information now to go and make this all happen. I love it. And it's happening every week, every day on this call. So thank you so much, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, for what you guys are doing. Also, to the end, the first N in winner is new people. Ladies and gentlemen, a winner is going to bring new people into the business every day. Come on now, y'all talk about this business all over the place. We are going to, like Anita Poole said, it is going to blow, ladies and gentlemen. The popcorn is in the pan. The heat is turning up, and the kernels are starting to pop. I'm talking about millions of kernels are in the pot right now, and they're getting ready to mature and start popping all over the world in your business, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, the next N is for nuclear growth. Oh, Pastor Denise, we're going to have nuclear growth as being a winner in our network. The next one is energy. Oh, man, do we have energy on this call today? And guess what? They threw in cell energy, too? Oh, man, I can't believe what's going to happen after we start taking the cell energy product. Woo! So everybody on the call has energy today. We're excited. And the last part of the winner is you are ready. A winner, as you know, Pastor Denise, is always ready to receive and give and take advantage of this awesome business model that we have. Woo! I am excited, ladies and gentlemen. What a great time to be alive. Hey, here we go to the quotes real quickly, Pastor. Real quick, they're both from Zig Ziglar. He says, you were born to win, but to be a winner, you must plan to win, prepare to win, and expect to win. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's the first one. The second and last one for today is winners are not people who never fail, but people who never quit. Pastor Denise, we will never, never, never quit. Back to you, Pastor Denise. Woo!
I don't even know what that word means, to quit. What do you mean quit? Quit what?
Absolutely. Ain't in
we're winners.
That's right.
That's right.
Accurate.
Well, everyone, thank you for being here today. I do know that you've heard something today that has motivated you to go out there and really share your business, share with your friends, your guests, and your family the wonderful product that we have in our hands. Help to enhance someone's health. And remember, like Anita Poole said, we're not doctors, so get your level check. Go get your vitamin D level check, your B12 level check, and just see where you are, but you know where to get. If you're vitamin D deficient, you know exactly where to get it. If you're vitamin B12 deficient, you know exactly where to get it. Once again, Renata, thank you for that testimony. We love you and your mom.
Yeah,
thank you, Anita. Anita Poole, girl, thank you so much.
Anita Poole.
And Kevin,
you are going to be so on fire, Kevin, with that cell energy. You have so much energy anyway. Can you imagine Kevin with cell energy, Denise?
I cannot, Anita. Anita Poole, I think we're going to have to hide the cell energy from Kevin Vaughn.
Exactly.
Kevin Vaughn, it's a whole. I don't know what we're going to do if Kevin Vaughn gets a hold of that cell energy.
I have to take this from you, Pastor D. You always talk about you just got to calm me down, like Pastor D said. Just calm me down. That's all. Just calm me down. I'll be all right.
just calm your little self down.
Right.
I don't know what we're going to do about that. Neither he's going to be up around the clock. He's going to be like you. He's going to be up around the clock.
Oh, by the way, actually, just a quickie, Denise, the sprays are going to Ireland. I have somebody staying with me. We have some wonderful races going on at the moment from Ireland.
Yeah.
He said to me, I've got asthma. My brother has multiple sclerosis. I took out the DPAP, told him what happened to you, Denise. You avoided a lung transplant with asthma because of the DPAP. He took the DPAP for himself with asthma. He took the DPAP for his brother with multiple sclerosis. That took 3 minutes, folks. You know, that's the power of these products and the testimonials. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Paul, thank you, Denise, and Kevin, and Anita.
Thank you. Amen. Hey, real quick, Pastor Denise, Anita just mentioned something real quickly. I just want to encourage everybody to talk to everybody in the United States, specifically that's in another nationality from around the globe. You need to start networking that portion, okay? Just start talking to people from other countries, ladies and gentlemen, that have ties, they live in the United States, but have ties to other countries, so you can prepare for that growth, because it's going to happen. As you know, Mel and Amy are in the process of setting that all up. As you know, we've launched in Mexico, and other countries are coming behind that, but start doing your homework now, ladies and gentlemen. Reach out to other people in our nation that come from other parts of the world, and believe me, that's going to benefit you long term. Back to you, Pastor Denise. Just want to mention that, because it's so important to start planning for that now. Vision. Have vision, ladies and gentlemen. Vision is there.
That's right. That's right. Plan ahead, because as Kevin Marr said, welcome to the future. It's here. Well, thank you all for being here with us today. It's another great call. This call will be posted on the Tenacious Facebook page. If you want to get it and listen to it again, you're free to do so. Be back on the call this Saturday. Don't forget, make sure you get your tickets for this Saturday's event here at the nation's capital with Pastor Dale One Star and the executive founding members from the national capital area for the Big Ten event that's going to take place on March the 15th. Looking for you to be in the house. Be back on the call tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And know this. Come on, Kevin. Come on, Anita. Share with me. You are loved and appreciated.
That's right.
Woo-hoo!
I love it.
Love you guys. Mwah.
That's great. Great call, everybody. Have a great day.